Welcome back to the audio bookshelf. We hope you enjoy the book, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get our latest content. Please enjoy. Beat Being Lazy is a new system to beat procrastination for good, presented by Theo E. David from the audio bookshelf. Ever wondered why you can't just get things done? You're not lazy, you're stuck in a cycle of procrastination. This book unveils a groundbreaking system to break free from that cycle forever. Discover the hidden psychological triggers behind your procrastination and learn powerful techniques to overcome them. Imagine tackling tasks with enthusiasm, achieving your goals effortlessly, and living a life free from the guilt and stress of putting things off. Without these insights, you risk missing out on your true potential, watching opportunities slip away as procrastination holds you back. It's time to take control and create the life you've always wanted. Chapter 1: Understanding Procrastination. The clock ticks relentlessly, yet your to-do list remains untouched. You've been here before, caught in the grip of procrastination, feeling powerless against its invisible force. But what if I told you that this cycle can be broken, that you have the power to reclaim your time and productivity? This book is your roadmap to a life free from the chains of procrastination, and it all begins with understanding. As you embark on this journey, you'll gain the ability to recognize your procrastination patterns with crystal clarity. No longer will you be blindsided by sudden bouts of inaction or wonder why you can't seem to start that important project. You'll develop a keen awareness of the subtle cues and triggers that lead you down the path of delay. Armed with this knowledge, you'll be equipped to take those crucial first steps toward overcoming procrastination, implementing strategies tailored to your unique challenges. But this is just the beginning. As you continue to apply the principles and techniques outlined in this book, you'll witness a remarkable transformation. Your productivity will soar to new heights, and tasks that once seemed insurmountable will become manageable challenges. More importantly, you'll develop an enhanced sense of self-awareness and self-control. You'll no longer be at the mercy of your impulses or fall victim to the allure of distraction. Instead, you'll become the master of your time and energy, directing them with purpose and intention. To truly conquer procrastination, we must first understand its nature. At its core, procrastination is the act of voluntarily delaying or postponing an intended course of action, despite knowing that this delay may have negative consequences. It's a complex behavior that manifests in various forms, from chronic avoidance of important tasks to last-minute rushing to meet deadlines. However, it's crucial to dispel some common myths surrounding procrastination. It's not simply a matter of laziness or poor time management. In fact, many highly motivated and organized individuals still struggle with procrastination in certain areas of their lives. The root causes of procrastination run deep, often stemming from psychological factors and emotional triggers. Fear plays a significant role, whether it's fear of failure, fear of success, or fear of the unknown. Perfectionism can paralyze us, setting impossibly high standards that make starting seem futile. Self-doubt whispers in our ear, convincing us that we're not capable or worthy of success. These internal struggles are compounded by emotional triggers such as anxiety, stress, and overwhelm, creating a perfect storm that fuels procrastination. To break free from this cycle, we must take a strategic approach. The first crucial step is identifying your personal procrastination triggers. What specific situations, thoughts, or emotions tend to precede your bouts of procrastination? Once you've pinpointed these triggers, you can begin to set up a tailored plan to tackle procrastination head-on. This plan will incorporate various techniques and strategies that we'll explore throughout this book, each designed to address different aspects of the procrastination puzzle. The order in which we approach these steps is deliberate and important. Understanding must come before action. By gaining insight into the nature of procrastination and its root causes, you'll be better equipped to implement lasting changes. This sequential approach allows us to address the underlying issues that fuel procrastination, rather than simply treating the symptoms. Now it's time for some personal reflection. Take a moment to think about your own procrastination patterns. When do you find yourself most likely to put things off? What tasks or situations seem to trigger avoidance behaviors? This self-assessment is crucial in tailoring the strategies we'll discuss to your unique circumstances. To reinforce this understanding and begin taking concrete action, I encourage you to engage in 2 practical exercises. First, start a daily journal to track your procrastination episodes. Note what you were meant to be doing, what you did instead, and any thoughts or feelings that accompanied the delay. This practice will help you identify patterns and triggers over time. Second, create a mind map to visualize your procrastination triggers and potential solutions. This visual representation can provide valuable insights and serve as a roadmap for overcoming your specific challenges. As with any transformative journey, there may be obstacles along the way. You might encounter resistance to self-reflection, finding it uncomfortable to confront your procrastination habits head-on. If this occurs, try starting small, focusing on just 1 or 2 instances of procrastination per day. Gradually increase your self-awareness as you become more comfortable with the process. Inconsistent tracking can also hamper your progress. To maintain consistency, set a specific time each day for your journaling and mind mapping exercises, and consider using reminders or habit tracking apps to stay on course. As we conclude this chapter, you've taken the first crucial steps toward understanding and overcoming procrastination. You've gained insight into its nature, explored its root causes, and begun the process of self-reflection. But this is just the beginning of your journey. In the next chapter, we'll delve into the power of mindset and how shifting your perspective can revolutionize your approach to productivity and personal growth. Prepare to unlock the untapped potential within you and discover a new way of thinking that will transform how you approach every task and challenge in your life. Chapter 2: Shifting Your Mindset. As you stand at the threshold of transformation, ready to conquer procrastination, there's a powerful tool at your disposal that you may have overlooked: your mindset. The way you think about yourself, your abilities, and your challenges can make the difference between staying stuck in old patterns and breaking free into a world of productivity and achievement. In this chapter, we'll explore how shifting your mindset can be the catalyst for ending procrastination once and for all. The role of mindset in behavior change cannot be overstated. Your thoughts and beliefs shape your actions, and when it comes to overcoming procrastination, your mindset is the foundation upon which all other strategies are built. A positive, growth-oriented mindset doesn't just make you feel better, it fundamentally changes how you approach tasks, challenges, and even setbacks. When you believe in your ability to grow and improve, you're more likely to take action, persist in the face of difficulties, and learn from your experiences. Consider for a moment how your current mindset might be contributing to your procrastination habits. Do you find yourself thinking, "I'm just not good at managing my time," or "I'll never be able to finish this project on time"? These thoughts are not mere observations, they're self-fulfilling prophecies that can keep you trapped in a cycle of delay and disappointment. But what if you could change these thoughts? What if you could cultivate a mindset that empowers you to take action and achieve your goals? This is where the concept of a growth mindset comes into play. Coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, the idea of a growth mindset stands in stark contrast to a fixed mindset. Those with a fixed mindset believe their abilities and intelligence are static traits, unchangeable no matter how much effort they put in. On the other hand, individuals with a growth mindset see their abilities as malleable, capable of development through dedication and hard work. Embracing a growth mindset can be transformative in your battle against procrastination. When you believe that you can improve your time management skills, develop better focus, or become more disciplined, you're more likely to take the necessary steps to make those improvements. Instead of avoiding challenging tasks, you'll see them as opportunities for growth. Rather than being discouraged by setbacks, you'll view them as valuable learning experiences. The benefits of adopting a growth mindset extend far beyond just combating procrastination. You'll find yourself more resilient in the face of challenges, more open to feedback, and more willing to step out of your comfort zone. This mindset shift can lead to increased motivation, greater persistence, and ultimately, higher levels of achievement in all areas of your life. But how do you go about shifting your mindset? One powerful technique is cognitive reframing. This involves challenging and changing the negative thoughts that contribute to procrastination. When you catch yourself thinking, "This task is too overwhelming," try reframing it to, "This task is challenging, but I can break it down into manageable steps." By consciously changing your inner dialogue, you can create a more positive and empowering mental environment. Developing positive self-talk is another crucial aspect of shifting your mindset. The way you speak to yourself has a profound impact on your motivation and actions. Instead of berating yourself for past procrastination, try encouraging yourself with phrases like, "I'm capable of focusing and getting this done," or "Every small step I take brings me closer to my goal." This positive self-talk isn't about denying reality or ignoring challenges. It's about framing them in a way that empowers you to take action rather than retreat into avoidance. As you work on shifting your mindset, you'll inevitably encounter setbacks and challenges. This is where building resilience becomes crucial. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulties and persist in the face of obstacles. It's a key trait for overcoming procrastination, as it allows you to keep moving forward even when things don't go as planned. One of the most powerful ways to build resilience is to embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your worth or abilities, view it as valuable feedback that can help you improve. When you procrastinate and miss a deadline, don't beat yourself up. Instead, analyze what happened, identify the triggers that led to procrastination, and use that information to adjust your strategies for next time. There are several strategies you can employ to bounce back from setbacks and build your resilience. First, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend who's struggling. Remind yourself that everyone faces challenges and that setbacks are a normal part of growth. Second, focus on what you can control. While you can't change the past or control every external factor, you can always choose your response to a situation. Finally, seek support from others. Sharing your struggles and successes with trusted friends, family members, or mentors can provide encouragement and perspective when you need it most. To reinforce these mindset shifts and build new habits of thinking, it's important to engage in regular practical exercises. One powerful practice is the use of daily affirmations. These are positive statements that reinforce your new growth mindset and challenge negative beliefs about procrastination. For example, you might start each day by saying, "I have the power to choose action over delay," or "I am capable of managing my time effectively." The key is to choose affirmations that resonate with you personally and to repeat them consistently. Even if you don't fully believe them at first, over time, these affirmations can help rewire your thinking patterns and boost your confidence. Another valuable exercise is reflecting on past successes and failures. Take some time each week to think about moments when you successfully overcame procrastination or completed a challenging task. What mindset and strategies helped you succeed? Similarly, reflect on times when procrastination got the better of you. What thoughts or beliefs contributed to those delays? By analyzing both your successes and setbacks, you can gain valuable insights into your patterns and reinforce the mindset shifts that lead to positive outcomes. As with any significant change, shifting your mindset can come with its own set of challenges. You may find yourself struggling with persistent negative thinking, falling back into old patterns of self-doubt or defeatism. When this happens, it's important to be patient with yourself and remember that change takes time. One strategy to counteract persistent negative thoughts is to actively challenge them with evidence. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to stop procrastinating," ask yourself, "Is that really true? Have there been times when I've successfully completed tasks on time?" By questioning these negative thoughts and looking for evidence to the contrary, you can gradually weaken their hold on you. If you find yourself struggling to fully embrace a growth mindset, there are steps you can take to foster this change. Surround yourself with people who exemplify a growth mindset and learn from their approach to challenges. Seek out stories and examples of individuals who have overcome significant obstacles through persistence and effort. Additionally, make a conscious effort to praise yourself and others for effort and progress, rather than innate talent or intelligence. This reinforces the idea that growth and improvement are always possible. As we conclude this chapter on shifting your mindset, you've gained powerful tools for transforming how you think about procrastination and your ability to overcome it. You've learned about the crucial role of mindset in behavior change, explored the power of a growth mindset, and discovered techniques for reframing your thoughts and building resilience. Remember, this shift in mindset is not an overnight transformation, but an ongoing process of growth and self-discovery. In the next chapter, we'll build upon this foundation of mindset and explore practical strategies for developing self-discipline. You'll learn how to set meaningful goals, create effective habits, and build the self-control necessary to consistently choose action over procrastination. Get ready to harness the power of your new mindset and turn it into concrete, productivity-boosting behaviors that will revolutionize how you approach your tasks and goals. Chapter 3: Developing Self-Discipline. As we delve into the heart of overcoming procrastination, we encounter a powerful ally, self-discipline. This inner strength, often misunderstood and underestimated, holds the key to unlocking your full potential and putting an end to procrastination once and for all. In this chapter, we'll explore the critical role of self-discipline in productivity and discover how to cultivate this essential skill. Imagine, for a moment, a world where you consistently follow through on your intentions, where the gap between what you plan to do and what you actually accomplish shrinks to nothing. This is the world that self-discipline can create for you. The link between self-discipline and productivity is undeniable. When you have the ability to direct your actions toward your goals, regardless of momentary discomfort or the allure of short-term pleasures, you become a force to be reckoned with. Procrastination loses its power in the face of well-honed self-discipline. But self-discipline isn't just about powering through tasks with gritted teeth. It's about building a foundation for consistent action, creating a reliable system that supports your goals and aspirations. Think of self-discipline as the scaffolding that holds up the entire structure of your productivity. Without it, even the best-laid plans can crumble in the face of temptation or difficulty. Before we dive into strategies for developing self-discipline, it's crucial to understand its true nature. Self-discipline is not an innate trait that some people are born with and others lack. It's a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time, much like a muscle. The more you exercise your self-discipline, the stronger it becomes. This means that no matter where you're starting from, you have the potential to dramatically improve your self-control and, by extension, your ability to overcome procrastination. There are some common myths about self-discipline that we need to dispel. One is the idea that self-disciplined people never struggle or feel temptation. The reality is that even the most disciplined individuals face challenges and moments of weakness. The difference is in how they respond to these moments. Another myth is that self-discipline means denying yourself all pleasure or living a rigid, joyless life. In truth, effective self-discipline is about making conscious choices that align with your long-term goals and values, which can lead to greater satisfaction and fulfillment. Now that we've laid the groundwork, let's explore some practical strategies for developing self-discipline, starting with effective goal setting. The SMART framework is a powerful tool for creating goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of vague intentions like "I want to be more productive," a SMART goal might be, "I will complete the first draft of my project report by 5:00 p.m. next Friday." This specificity gives you a clear target to aim for and makes it easier to track your progress. When setting goals, it's important to strike a balance between long-term aspirations and short-term objectives. Your long-term goals provide the big-picture motivation, the why behind your efforts to overcome procrastination. Short-term goals, on the other hand, give you concrete steps to focus on in the present. They create a sense of momentum and provide frequent opportunities for success, which can fuel your motivation and strengthen your self-discipline. As you work on setting and achieving your goals, you'll naturally begin to create new habits. Understanding the mechanics of habit formation can accelerate this process. The habit loop, consisting of cue, routine, and reward, offers a framework for creating lasting behavior changes. The cue is the trigger that initiates the behavior, the routine is the behavior itself, and the reward is the benefit you gain from performing the behavior. To create a new habit that supports your goals and combats procrastination, start by identifying a clear cue. This could be a specific time of day, a location, or even an emotion. For example, if you want to develop a habit of tackling important tasks first thing in the morning, your cue might be finishing your morning coffee. The routine would be sitting down at your desk and working on your most important task for a set period. The reward could be the sense of accomplishment you feel or a small treat you allow yourself after completing the task. Consistency is key when forming new habits. It takes time for behaviors to become automatic, so be patient with yourself and focus on small, sustainable changes rather than trying to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. To reinforce these concepts and start building your self-discipline muscle, let's explore some practical exercises. One powerful practice is implementing weekly goal setting and review sessions. Set aside time each week to reflect on your progress, set new goals for the coming week, and adjust your strategies as needed. This regular check-in helps maintain your focus and allows you to course-correct quickly if you start to veer off track. Another valuable tool is a habit tracker. This can be as simple as a calendar where you mark off each day you successfully perform your new habit, or as sophisticated as a digital app that tracks multiple habits and provides analytics. The act of recording your progress can be motivating in itself, and seeing a streak of successful days can encourage you to keep going. As you embark on this journey of developing self-discipline, it's important to be prepared for potential pitfalls. One common issue is setting unrealistic goals. In your enthusiasm to make changes, you might set targets that are too ambitious, leading to frustration and discouragement when you fall short. If you find yourself consistently failing to meet your goals, it's time to reassess. Are your goals truly achievable given your current circumstances? It might be necessary to break them down into smaller, more manageable steps, or extend your timeline. Another challenge you might face is inconsistent habit formation. You start strong, but after a few days or weeks, you find yourself slipping back into old patterns. This is normal and doesn't mean you failed. The key is to get back on track as quickly as possible. If you miss a day, don't let it turn into 2 or 3. Remind yourself why the habit is important to you and jump back in. It can also be helpful to analyze what led to the slip-up. Were you overly tired? Did you forget? Understanding the cause can help you prevent similar lapses in the future. Remember, developing self-discipline is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, successes and setbacks. The important thing is to keep moving forward, learning from your experiences, and refining your approach. Each time you choose to act in alignment with your goals instead of procrastinating, you're strengthening your self-discipline muscle. As we wrap up this chapter, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. You've gained insights into the nature of self-discipline, learned strategies for effective goal setting, and explored techniques for habit formation. You're building a solid foundation for consistent action and productivity. But this is just the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll delve into practical productivity strategies that will complement your newfound self-discipline. You'll discover powerful techniques for managing your time, prioritizing tasks, and maintaining focus in the face of distractions. Get ready to take your productivity to the next level and leave procrastination in the dust. Chapter 4: Practical Productivity Strategies. Now that we've laid the groundwork with mindset shifts and self-discipline, it's time to arm yourself with practical strategies that will supercharge your productivity and crush procrastination. These aren't just theoretical concepts, they're battle-tested techniques that can transform how you approach your work and daily life. Let's start by understanding why these productivity strategies are so crucial in your fight against procrastination. When you have effective methods for managing your time and tasks, you remove many of the obstacles that typically lead to delay. That project that once seemed overwhelming? With the right approach, it becomes a series of manageable steps. That deadline that loomed ominously in the distance? Now it's broken down into achievable milestones. By enhancing your efficiency and effectiveness, you not only get more done but also build confidence in your abilities, further weakening procrastination's hold on you. Time management is at the heart of productivity, and there are several powerful techniques you can employ. One of the most versatile is the Eisenhower matrix. Named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower, this method helps you prioritize tasks based on their importance and urgency. Imagine a square divided into 4 quadrants. In the top left, you have tasks that are both important and urgent. These are your top priorities. The top right contains important but not urgent tasks. These are crucial for long-term success and should be scheduled. The bottom left has urgent but not important tasks. Consider delegating these. Finally, the bottom right holds tasks that are neither urgent nor important. These can often be eliminated. Using this matrix, you can quickly assess where to focus your energy and avoid the common trap of busy work that doesn't move you towards your goals. It's a powerful antidote to procrastination because it helps you identify and tackle the truly important tasks that you might otherwise put off. Another effective prioritization method is the ABC technique. Here, you categorize your tasks into 3 groups. A tasks are vital and have serious consequences if not completed. B tasks are important but have only mild consequences if not completed. And C tasks are nice to do but not essential. By tackling your tasks first, you ensure that you're always making progress on your most critical work. Once you've prioritized your tasks, time blocking can help you turn your plan into action. This involves dedicating specific blocks of time to particular tasks or types of work. For example, you might block out 9:00 a.m. to 11:00 a.m. for focused work on your most important project, 11:00 a.m. to 12:00 p.m. for answering emails, and so on. Time blocking helps combat procrastination by creating a clear structure for your day and reducing decision fatigue. You don't have to constantly decide what to work on next. Now let's dive into task management. One of the most effective strategies for overcoming procrastination is to break large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This approach tackles one of the primary causes of procrastination, feeling overwhelmed. When you're faced with a big project, it's easy to put it off because you don't know where to start. By breaking it down, you create a clear path forward. Let's say you need to write a report. Instead of having write report as a single daunting task on your to-do list, break it down, outline report structure, research key points, draft introduction, and so on. Each of these smaller tasks feels more approachable, and as you tick them off, you build momentum that carries you through the project. This strategy also helps overcome the fear of starting, another common procrastination trigger. When you have a small, clearly defined task in front of you, it's much easier to take that first step, and often, once you start, you'll find yourself naturally continuing beyond that initial task. Of course, all the planning and task management in the world won't help if you can't focus on your work. In our hyperconnected world, distractions are everywhere, and they are procrastinator's best friend, or worst enemy, depending on how you look at it. Minimizing these distractions is crucial for maintaining productivity. Start by identifying your primary sources of distraction. Is it social media, email notifications, chatty coworkers? Once you know what's pulling your attention away, you can take steps to address it. This might mean using website blockers during work hours, turning off notifications on your phone, or finding a quiet space to work. But removing external distractions is only half the battle. You also need techniques for maintaining focus, especially when working on challenging or less than exciting tasks. The Pomodoro technique is a popular and effective method. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This technique works because it breaks your work into manageable chunks and gives your brain regular rest periods, helping to maintain focus over longer periods. Another powerful focusing technique is the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately rather than adding it to your to-do list. This prevents small tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming, and it gives you quick wins that can boost your motivation. Now let's put these strategies into practice with some exercises. For the next week, try implementing daily time blocking. Each evening, plan out your next day in blocks of time. Be sure to include your most important tasks during your peak energy hours. At the end of the week, reflect on how this structure impacted your productivity and tendency to procrastinate. Next, choose a project you've been putting off and practice task breakdown and prioritization. List out all the steps needed to complete the project, then use the ABC method to prioritize them. Start working on the highest priority tasks and notice how breaking down the project makes it feel more manageable. As with any new system, you may encounter some challenges as you implement these productivity strategies. One common issue is overscheduling. In your enthusiasm to be productive, you might try to pack too much into each day, leaving no room for unexpected events or necessary breaks. If you find yourself consistently unable to complete your scheduled tasks, it's time to reassess. Be realistic about how long tasks take and make sure to build in buffer time. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Another potential pitfall is persistent distractions. Even with your best efforts, you might find certain distractions hard to eliminate. In these cases, you may need to get creative. If noise is an issue, consider noise-canceling headphones or white noise apps. If you're constantly tempted to check your phone, try physically putting it in another room while you work. The key is to keep experimenting until you find solutions that work for you. As we wrap up this chapter on practical productivity strategies, take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. You now have a toolkit of powerful techniques for managing your time, prioritizing your tasks, and maintaining focus. These aren't just theoretical concepts, they're practical tools that you can start using immediately to combat procrastination and boost your productivity. But our journey isn't over yet. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to address the psychological barriers that often underlie procrastination. We'll delve into strategies for managing stress and anxiety, boosting self-esteem, and overcoming perfectionism. Get ready to tackle the emotional and mental obstacles that have been holding you back and discover a new level of personal empowerment. Chapter 5: Addressing Psychological Barriers. As we venture deeper into our journey to conquer procrastination, we arrive at a crucial crossroads. We've explored mindset shifts, cultivated self-discipline, and armed ourselves with practical productivity strategies. But for many of us, there's still an invisible force holding us back, our own psychology. In this chapter, we'll dive into the often overlooked realm of psychological barriers and discover how addressing these internal obstacles can be the key to unlocking your full potential. The role of mental health and productivity cannot be overstated. Your psychological state forms the foundation upon which all your efforts to overcome procrastination are built. Think of it this way: you can have the most sophisticated time management system in the world, but if you're grappling with overwhelming anxiety or crippling self-doubt, those tools will only take you so far. By addressing these internal obstacles, you're not just putting a band-aid on the problem, you're healing it at its source. Let's start by tackling one of the most common psychological barriers to productivity: stress and anxiety. In our fast-paced world, stress has become almost ubiquitous. A certain level of stress can be motivating, pushing us to meet deadlines and achieve our goals. But when stress becomes chronic or overwhelming, it can paralyze us, feeding into a cycle of procrastination and further stress. One powerful technique for managing stress is the practice of mindfulness. At its core, mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It might sound simple, but in a world of constant distractions and mental chatter, true mindfulness can be transformative. Try this right now. Take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. Notice the sensation of your chest rising and falling. This simple act of focusing on your breath is a form of mindfulness. When you're feeling overwhelmed by a task, taking a few mindful breaths can help center you and break the cycle of stress and avoidance. Meditation is another powerful tool for managing stress and improving focus. Don't be intimidated by the idea of meditation. You don't need to sit in the lotus position for hours to reap the benefits. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can make a significant difference. Start small. perhaps with just 5 minutes a day, and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable with the practice. As you work on managing stress, it's equally important to focus on boosting your self-esteem. Low self-esteem can be a major driver of procrastination. If you don't believe in your abilities, it's all too easy to put off challenging tasks, feeding into a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. One powerful approach to boosting self-esteem is the practice of self-compassion. This involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a good friend. When you make a mistake or fall short of a goal, instead of harsh self-criticism, try speaking to yourself with compassion. Acknowledge that everyone faces challenges and setbacks, and that these experiences are part of being human. Building a positive self-image goes hand in hand with self-compassion. This doesn't mean developing an inflated ego or ignoring your flaws. Rather, it's about recognizing your inherent worth and potential. Take time to acknowledge your strengths and successes, no matter how small they might seem. Celebrate your progress and the effort you're putting into overcoming procrastination. Now let's tackle a particularly insidious barrier to productivity: perfectionism. While striving for excellence can be admirable, perfectionism often becomes a roadblock to progress. The fear of not meeting impossibly high standards can lead to procrastination, as we put off tasks rather than risk falling short of perfection. The key to overcoming perfectionism is learning to accept imperfection. This doesn't mean lowering your standards or settling for mediocrity. Instead, it's about recognizing that imperfection is a natural part of the creative and productive process. Every first draft is imperfect. Every new skill involves a learning curve. By embracing these imperfections, you free yourself to start, to create, to learn, and to grow. Setting realistic standards is crucial in this process. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on progress and improvement. Ask yourself, what would be good enough for this task? What's the minimum viable product? By setting achievable goals, you are more likely to take action and less likely to get trapped in the paralysis of perfectionism. To put these concepts into practice, let's explore some practical exercises. First, commit to a daily meditation practice. Start with just 5 minutes a day, gradually increasing the duration as you become more comfortable. Use a guided meditation app if you find it helpful, or simply focus on your breath. Notice how this practice affects your stress levels and ability to focus over time. Another powerful exercise is self-compassion journaling. Each day, take a few minutes to write about something you're struggling with. It could be a task you're procrastinating on, a mistake you made, or a challenge you're facing. Then, write a response to yourself from a perspective of kindness and understanding. What would you say to a friend facing the same situation? Practice offering yourself that same compassion. As you work on addressing these psychological barriers, be prepared for some challenges along the way. One common issue is persistent stress that seems resistant to your relaxation efforts. If you find that basic stress reduction techniques aren't sufficient, it might be time to explore more advanced relaxation methods. Progressive muscle relaxation, where you systematically tense and relax different muscle groups, can be particularly effective for physical manifestations of stress. Guided imagery, where you use your imagination to create a peaceful, calming scene, is another powerful technique for managing persistent stress. For those grappling with overwhelming perfectionism, more targeted steps might be necessary. Try setting time limits for tasks to prevent endless tweaking and revising. Practice deliberately making small mistakes or leaving things slightly imperfect, noticing how this affects your anxiety levels. Seek feedback from others to gain perspective on what good enough really means in different contexts. Remember, addressing psychological barriers is not a one-time fix, but an ongoing process. Be patient with yourself as you work through these challenges. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Each step you take in managing stress, boosting self-esteem, and overcoming perfectionism is a step toward greater productivity and personal fulfillment. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. You've delved into the psychological underpinnings of procrastination and armed yourself with powerful tools for addressing these internal obstacles. You're not just learning to manage your time better, you're learning to manage your mind, your emotions, and your inner critic. But our journey isn't over yet. In the next chapter, we'll explore strategies for staying focused and motivated over the long term. We'll look at how to create a productive environment, leverage accountability, and use rewards effectively to reinforce positive behaviors. Get ready to discover how to maintain your momentum and turn your newfound productivity into a lasting lifestyle change. Chapter 6: Staying Focused and Motivated. As we embark on this final leg of our journey to conquer procrastination, we face perhaps the most challenging aspect of all: maintaining our progress over the long haul. It's one thing to muster up the motivation to tackle a task or two, but quite another to sustain that productivity day after day, week after week. Yet this is precisely what's needed to truly end procrastination and transform your life. The importance of staying focused and motivated cannot be overstated. Think of it as the fuel that keeps your productivity engine running. Without it, even the most well-oiled machine will eventually grind to a halt. By developing strategies to maintain your momentum, you're not just addressing procrastination in the moment, you're creating a sustainable lifestyle of productivity and achievement. Let's start by looking at your environment. The space where you work plays a crucial role in your ability to focus and stay motivated. Consider your current workspace. Does it energize you and promote concentration, or does it invite distraction and lethargy? Creating a productive environment is about more than just having a tidy desk, though that certainly helps. It's about designing a space that aligns with your work style and goals. Think about the elements that help you focus. For some, it might be a minimalist setup with few distractions. For others, it might include inspiring artwork or a view of nature. The key is to create a space that signals to your brain that it's time to work. This might mean having a dedicated workspace, even if it's just a corner of your living room, rather than working from your bed or couch. Lighting plays a crucial role in your work environment. Natural light is ideal, as it can boost mood and energy levels. If that's not possible, invest in good quality artificial lighting that mimics natural light. The right lighting can help reduce eye strain and fatigue, allowing you to stay focused for longer periods. Don't forget about the role of sound in your environment. While some people work best in complete silence, others find that background noise helps them concentrate. Experiment with different sound environments: complete silence, white noise, instrumental music, or even the buzz of a coffee shop. There are apps that can simulate this if you can't actually work from a cafe. In addition to your physical environment, consider the digital tools and technologies that can support your productivity. There are countless apps and software programs designed to help with task management, time tracking, and focus. Find the ones that work best for you. A good task management app can help you stay organized and motivated by clearly showing your progress. Time tracking apps can give you insights into how you're actually spending your time, helping you identify and eliminate time wasters. Now let's talk about a powerful tool for maintaining motivation: accountability. When you're accountable to someone else, you're much more likely to follow through on your commitments. This external motivation can be the push you need when your internal motivation is flagging. Finding an accountability partner can be a game changer in your fight against procrastination. This could be a friend, a colleague, or even a professional coach. The key is to choose someone who will be supportive yet firm, someone who will celebrate your successes but also call you out when you're slipping back into old habits. Set up regular check-ins with your accountability partner. These could be weekly meetings where you review your progress, discuss challenges, and set goals for the coming week. Be honest in these sessions. The point is not to impress your partner, but to get the support and motivation you need to keep moving forward. If finding a personal accountability partner isn't feasible, consider using online accountability tools. There are websites and apps that allow you to publicly commit to your goals and track your progress. Some even have features where you can stake money on your commitments. If you don't follow through, you lose the money. While this might seem extreme, for some people, the risk of financial loss can be a powerful motivator. Another crucial aspect of staying motivated is implementing a system of rewards and reinforcement. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain, and you can use this to your advantage in overcoming procrastination. Start by setting up a reward system for yourself. These rewards don't have to be big or expensive. The key is that they're meaningful to you. It could be something as simple as allowing yourself to watch an episode of your favorite show after completing a challenging task, or treating yourself to a special coffee after a productive week. Be sure to celebrate your small wins along the way. Don't wait until you've achieved some big, distant goal to pat yourself on the back. Acknowledge and celebrate the daily and weekly progress you're making. This positive reinforcement can help build momentum and make the process of overcoming procrastination feel more enjoyable. Now let's put these ideas into practice with some exercises. First, let's set up an accountability system. If you haven't already, reach out to a potential accountability partner today. Explain what you're trying to achieve and ask if they'd be willing to check in with you regularly. Set up your first meeting and come prepared with specific goals you want to work on. Next, try creating a reward map for your tasks. Take your to-do list for the week and assign a small reward to each task or group of tasks. Be creative and think about what would genuinely motivate you. At the end of the week, reflect on how this reward system affected your motivation and productivity. As with any long-term endeavor, you're likely to face some challenges along the way. One common issue is a loss of motivation over time. The initial excitement of tackling procrastination wears off, and you find yourself slipping back into old habits. When this happens, it's important to reconnect with your why. Remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. What goals are you working towards? How will your life be different when you've conquered procrastination? It can also be helpful to shake things up when you're feeling unmotivated. Try working in a different environment, using a new productivity technique, or setting a challenge for yourself. Sometimes, a change of pace is all you need to rekindle your motivation. Another potential pitfall is inconsistent accountability. You start strong with your accountability partner or system, but over time, the check-ins become less frequent or less meaningful. To maintain commitment, try setting clear expectations from the start. Agree on the frequency and format of your check-ins, and stick to them even when it feels inconvenient. If you find your current accountability system isn't working, don't be afraid to try something new. The goal is to find what works best for you in the long run. As we wrap up this chapter, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. You now have strategies not just for tackling procrastination in the moment, but for creating a sustainable lifestyle of productivity. You understand the importance of your environment, the power of accountability, and the role of rewards in maintaining motivation. In our next chapter, we'll explore how to integrate all these techniques and strategies into a comprehensive system for success, taking your productivity to new heights. Chapter 7: Building a Comprehensive System for Success. As we near the culmination of our journey to conquer procrastination, it's time to bring all the pieces together. We've explored mindset shifts, self-discipline, practical strategies, psychological barriers, and ways to stay motivated. Now, we'll focus on integrating these elements into a cohesive, personalized system that will propel you toward lasting success. The importance of building this comprehensive system cannot be overstated. While individual techniques can be powerful, their true potential is unlocked when they work in harmony. Think of it like an orchestra. Each instrument can produce beautiful music on its own, but when they play together, guided by a conductor, they create a symphony. Your comprehensive system is that symphony, with you as the conductor. By integrating various techniques, you ensure that you're addressing procrastination from all angles. You're not just tackling the symptoms, but addressing the root causes, creating new habits, and building a supportive environment. This holistic approach is what leads to true, lasting change. Let's start by looking at how we can integrate mindset work with practical strategies. Remember the growth mindset we discussed earlier? This forms the foundation of your system. As you implement time management techniques or task breakdown strategies, consciously reinforce your growth mindset. For example, when you're breaking a large project into smaller tasks, remind yourself that each step is an opportunity for learning and growth, not just a box to be checked. Similarly, as you practice stress reduction techniques, connect them to your productivity strategies. Before starting a focused work session, take a few minutes for mindfulness or deep breathing. This integration helps create a positive association between relaxation and productivity, making it easier to start tasks you might otherwise procrastinate on. Creating a personalized action plan is crucial in this integration process. Everyone's journey with procrastination is unique, so your system should reflect your specific challenges, strengths, and goals. Start by identifying your biggest procrastination triggers and the strategies that have been most effective for you so far. Then, create a plan that addresses these specific areas while incorporating elements from all the chapters we've covered. For instance, your plan might include a morning routine that combines mindfulness practice with reviewing your priorities for the day. It could involve regular check-ins with an accountability partner, coupled with a reward system for completing challenging tasks. The key is to create a plan that feels authentic and achievable for you. As you implement your comprehensive system, it's crucial to regularly monitor your progress and adjust your plans as needed. Set aside time each week for a brief self-review session. During these sessions, reflect on what's working well and what's still challenging. Be honest with yourself. This isn't about judgment but about gathering information to help you improve. In addition to weekly check-ins, consider conducting more in-depth monthly reviews. Look at your overall progress, celebrate your successes, remember the importance of reinforcement, and identify areas that need more attention. Use this information to adapt your strategies. Maybe you find that certain productivity techniques work better for you at different times of the day, or that some types of tasks benefit more from accountability than others. Use these insights to refine your system. Sustaining long-term success is perhaps the biggest challenge in overcoming procrastination. It's one thing to make progress over a few weeks or months, but quite another to maintain that progress year after year. This is where building resilience and persistence becomes crucial. Resilience isn't about never facing setbacks, it's about how you respond to those setbacks. When you encounter a challenge or slip back into old procrastination habits, treat it as a learning opportunity rather than a failure. Analyze what led to the setback and how you can address similar situations in the future. This approach not only helps you solve immediate problems, but also strengthens your overall system. Persistence is about keeping going, even when motivation wanes or progress seems slow. It's about showing up day after day, continuing to apply your strategies even when you don't feel like it. One way to build persistence is to connect your daily actions to your larger goals and values. Regularly remind yourself why overcoming procrastination is important to you. What dreams will it help you achieve? How will it improve your life and the lives of those around you? Now let's put these ideas into practice with some exercises. First, commit to conducting monthly progress reviews. Set a specific date each month for this review. During these sessions, look at your productivity data from time tracking apps or your own records. Reflect on your successes and challenges, and make specific plans for the coming month. Another valuable exercise is to hold personal strategy adjustment workshops every few months. Set aside a larger block of time, perhaps a full afternoon, to do a deep dive into your anti-procrastination system. Review all the strategies you've learned and consider how you can better integrate them or adapt them to your changing circumstances. Invite your accountability partner to join you in this process for added insights and support. As with any complex system, things can sometimes go awry. One common issue is becoming too rigid in your plans. While consistency is important, and flexibility can lead to frustration and, ultimately, a return to procrastination. If you find yourself struggling to stick to your plan, it might be time to introduce more flexibility. Perhaps you need to build in more buffer time or create alternative plans for days when things don't go as expected. Learning to adapt is a skill in itself. Practice making real-time adjustments to your plans when unexpected events occur. This might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you tend towards perfectionism, but remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. A flexible plan that you can stick to is far more valuable than a perfect plan that falls apart at the first obstacle. Another challenge you might face is persistent difficulties in certain areas despite your best efforts. When this happens, it's time for some advanced problem solving. Start by breaking down the issue in detail. What specific aspect of the task or situation is causing you to procrastinate? Are there underlying fears or beliefs contributing to the problem? Once you've identified the core issue, brainstorm potential solutions, drawing on all the strategies we've discussed in this book. Don't be afraid to get creative or to seek outside help if needed. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to appreciate the comprehensive system you're building. You're not just learning isolated techniques, but creating a personalized approach that addresses procrastination from every angle. You're developing the skills to monitor your progress, adapt your strategies, and persist in the face of challenges. Remember, this system isn't set in stone. It will evolve as you grow and as your circumstances change. Embrace this evolution. It's a sign that you're continuing to learn and improve. In our final chapter, we'll explore how to take all you've learned and apply it to achieve your biggest goals and dreams. Get ready to step into a future where procrastination no longer holds you back, where you're free to pursue your passions and reach your full potential. Chapter 8: Embracing Continuous Growth. As we arrive at the final chapter of our journey, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. You've delved deep into the psychology of procrastination, armed yourself with practical strategies, and built a comprehensive system for success. But this isn't the end. It's just the beginning of a new chapter in your life, a chapter where procrastination no longer holds you back, where you're empowered to achieve your dreams and continuously grow. Let's start by exploring how the skills and insights you've gained throughout this book can empower you in ways you might not yet realize. The strategies you've learned for overcoming procrastination aren't just about getting tasks done, they're powerful tools for personal and professional growth. Think about how your newfound ability to break down complex projects and maintain focus can be applied to learning new skills or advancing in your career. The self-discipline you've developed can be channeled into any area of your life where you want to see improvement. Perhaps even more importantly, you've built a foundation of confidence and self-efficacy. Every time you choose action over procrastination, you're reinforcing the belief that you're capable of change and achievement. This confidence ripples out into all areas of your life. You'll find yourself more willing to take on challenges, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue opportunities you might have previously thought were out of reach. But the impact of overcoming procrastination extends far beyond your individual achievements. It has the power to transform your relationships as well. Think about how your enhanced communication skills, developed through practices like setting clear goals and maintaining accountability, can improve your interactions with colleagues, friends, and family. You're now better equipped to articulate your needs, set boundaries, and follow through on commitments. Your improved ability to manage time and prioritize tasks means you can be more present and engaged in your relationships. Instead of constantly feeling rushed or preoccupied with unfinished tasks, you can give your full attention to the people in your life. This presence is the foundation of deeper, more meaningful connections. Moreover, as you continue to grow and achieve your goals, you become an inspiration to those around you. Your journey can motivate others to overcome their own challenges and pursue their dreams. You might find yourself naturally stepping into mentorship roles, sharing your insights and strategies with others who are struggling with procrastination. Now let's talk about what you'll be able to achieve moving forward. The goals that once seemed unattainable are now within your reach. Whether it's writing that book you've always dreamed of, starting a business, or mastering a new skill, you have the tools to make it happen. You know how to break big dreams down into manageable steps, how to maintain motivation over the long haul, and how to push through obstacles. But it's not just about achieving specific goals, it's about expanding your sense of what's possible. As you continue to overcome procrastination and achieve things you once thought were out of reach, your vision of your own potential will grow. You'll start to see opportunities where you once saw barriers. You'll be more willing to take calculated risks and pursue ambitious dreams. The beauty of the system you've built is that it becomes more effortless over time. As you continue to practice the concepts in this book, you'll find that productivity becomes second nature. The strategies that once required conscious effort will become ingrained habits. You'll naturally prioritize tasks, maintain focus, and take action without the internal struggle that once accompanied these behaviors. This doesn't mean you'll never face challenges or moments of procrastination again. But when these moments arise, you'll have the tools to quickly recognize what's happening and course correct. You'll be able to tap into your arsenal of strategies and get back on track with minimal disruption. Over time, you'll achieve a state of effortless efficiency. You'll find yourself accomplishing more while feeling less stressed and overwhelmed. This is the true payoff of your journey, not just increased productivity, but a sense of ease and flow in your daily life. As we conclude this book, I want to leave you with a vision of what's possible. Imagine waking up each day with a clear sense of purpose and direction. You move through your tasks with focus and energy, making steady progress towards your goals. When challenges arise, you face them head-on, confident in your ability to find solutions. You have time for the people and activities that matter most to you, unburdened by the weight of procrastination and unfinished tasks. But here's the real magic. This isn't just a temporary state, it's a new way of being that becomes more natural and effortless with each passing day. You're not just productive, you're thriving. You're not just achieving goals, you're continuously expanding what you believe is possible for yourself. This is the gift you've given yourself by embarking on this journey to overcome procrastination. You've unlocked a potential within yourself that will continue to unfold in beautiful and unexpected ways. You've set in motion a positive spiral of growth and achievement that will touch every aspect of your life. So, as you close this book, know that you're stepping into a future bright with possibility. You have everything you need to create the life you've always dreamed of. Your journey of growth and achievement is just beginning. Embrace it with open arms and watch and wonder as you surpass even your own expectations. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again.